Hello and welcome back to my channel and to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by Prop Up & Co. and race 2 of round 1 here at Suzuka Circuit in Japan, 3.6 mile figure of 8 clockwise circuit. And well, GR3 cars are out the reverse grid as well for this race. Another 25-minute race, this one. So let's go through the grid and let's get this second one underway, shall we? So we're just watching just looking at the guys' vehicles there on the grid from the front. And at the front we have Silly Shot now. He had a bit of a disaster in race 1 right early doors, got it spinning the wrong way through the 130R, but it does mean that he is on pole position here in that DB9. Look at that car. So another great looking vehicle, that one. Then we've got McGrath, who run out of tyres in race 1. He's sitting out in second place. Then we've got Sai in third. We've got Unforgiven in fourth. We've got Keyboard Captain in fifth. Brian Mancani in sixth. Matty in seventh. Stormfly in eighth. Dan in ninth. DJ 10th. PM in 11th. Wadru in 12th. Got himself on the podium in the end, did Wadru. Nath in 13. A blinding bit of defensive work ahead of Wadru in race 1. He finds himself on 13th, and our winner of race 1, Colonel Curtains, at the back there in 14th. So we are actually missing a driver, aren't we? Because we did have 15th cars in race 1. So can't think of anyone obvious that's missing at the moment. But we are missing one, aren't we? It will come to me during the race, I'm sure. So anyway, here we go then. Let's get this second race underway then. Watch those lights. As soon as they're out, we'll be away. Sound beautiful, doesn't it, that Aston Martin? So he battles it out to turn 1 with McGrath. Sai going wide, and he's not a great start. And Sai, oh, you don't want to be getting yourself out there. And we've seen a couple of close calls in race 1, didn't we? But that wasn't a close call. That was the real deal from Sai on the medium tyres. It was on the outside in third place. Just running wide. There was no one. There was no contact. And then that slippery green Astro, and got him spinning around and puts him to the back in 14th. So unlucky start for Sai there in the Jag. A Silly Shot still leading it from McGrath. Then we've got Unforgiven, who's got himself up to third place. Remember, these are the GR3 cars, so they're going to be sounding a lot better. Oh, and look at Silly Shot. And not again early in this race. And again, he's gone. But different place. Where are we now? That's through... I think that's through the Dunlop curve, isn't it? It is, yeah. So I think he just run it. We didn't really see that, did we? Let's have another look. Let's go back and have a proper look at that one. So he was leading it as well at this point. Soft tyres there, yeah. Well, we just get it stopped, run it all over the grass. Going to see him just fly through the screen there, and then he ends up parked up on the left-hand side of the circuit and drops him to 14th. So 2 disastrous starts for Silly Shot in both races here. Could be that again for Silly. So that's put McGrath in the lead with Unforgiven in second. Keyboard's got himself to third place. Trying to chase down Keyboard Captain. Not trying to chase down, he's not chasing down himself, is he? He's trying to chase down Unforgiven. And we've got Brian in 4th place. Stormfly in 5th. Nath in 6th place. Wadru, there he is in 7th. Actually, I should have probably gone through the liveries, but I'd imagine they'll be the same as the GR4s. I assume they were, actually, otherwise I probably could have gone through them and showed you them properly. They do actually look different. Wadru's is certainly different with that purple flaming effect on there. I think most of them are, to be fair. Then we've got DJ in 8th, PM in 9th, Colonel Curtains in 10th, Sai in 11th, Dan in 12th, Matty in 13th and Silly Shot in 14th. I think it's Osman actually was the driver that we're missing. Osman is not here for race 2, so not sure what that is. There's a technical issue with the car or something else, because we see Unforgiven taking the lead. Or is he? No, he's not. Oh, but he was. Temporarily he was anyway. Let's have another look. He got himself, I'm going to go back a little bit. I know there's been a lot of flicking back of cameras here, but he was fighting with McGrath at turn 1. People sitting behind them, but Unforgiven on the outside, but then it will put him on the inside, going through the S's here. Does it? He has a little coming together, but then there's a little bit of touching, a little bit of contact between Dan, but that's great racing, and Keyboard has took advantage of that, got up the inside of Unforgiven, who just got shoved out a little bit wide, drops into 3rd, but Keyboard up to 2nd place now. But McGrath then was finding it out hard with Unforgiven through the S's there, and he continued to lead this race. Through Degner Curve they go, as Stormfly goes up the inside of Brian Boncarney, and now we've got Nath as well, right up behind him in 6th place. So it's all action here as they hit the chicane, and I think is that Keyboard attacking Unforgiven again, or Unforgiven I think might have attacked Keyboard. He's got himself back up to 2nd through the hairpin. That's a drag race through, but looks like Stormfly's taking advantage of that as well. It was a bit slow, wasn't he, Keyboard, on the exit through the hairpin. Stormfly got himself past and up to 3rd place. Those soft tyres. So let's see, there's mediums for, it's Dan in 1st, Unforgiven on the softs, Stormfly on the softs, Keyboard on the softs, and mediums for Brian Moncarney. There's Nath on the mediums. Audrey mediums in 7th place, DJ mediums in 8th, PM in 9th on the mediums as well. As he runs it through 30R, but just kind of rolled it through, didn't want to give it too much acceleration through there because they've seen what happened in race 1. So nicely through there. Colonel Curtin's our winner of race 1 on the medium tyres in 10th. Then Dan on the mediums in 11th. Sai on the mediums in 12th. Matty mediums, and Silly Shot on the softs at the back. It's actually called right up Silly Shot now, isn't it? So has there been some action back here between Matty and Sai, and because Silly Shot was a long way off after going off, he's got himself back onto the back of this, so maybe it's not all over for Silly Shot. Those soft tyres ahead of Matty and Sai, who's on the mediums, but I think something's happened there that we've missed. But meanwhile, Unforgiven has taken the lead, and he has taken the lead from McGrath at turn 1. Got the run on him down the straight on lap 3 on the inside. Dan was a little bit wide, just a couple of stabs to the brake from Dan, but Unforgiven just kept it going on the outside, and then still Dan in the lead at this point. Oh, and then he goes off, and that's why Unforgiven's where he is. So Dan ran it off. So desperate Dan has and a big off there, big moment through the S's. So he was fighting with Unforgiven again, and this is not the first time these two have fought, and I think he just hit that curb, did McGrath. Just trying to stay out of the way, well out of the way of everybody as he's dropping places down to 8th at this point. Now he's going to drop to 9th as we see PM go through. Colonel Curtin's just right behind him now, but good awareness. Just pushing a little bit hard, fighting a little bit too much there with Unforgiven, and it just got themselves in a bit of a tangle. So Colonel Curtin's now attacking McGrath. Oh, now he runs it wide down in towards turn 9, and it's all starting to go wrong for McGrath now, isn't it? It's horrible out there. That's thick gravel. Now he's got to get all of that off his tyres as well. Silly Shot will probably have a go at this now. Yeah, Dan's going to stay out of the way. Silly should have enough power in that car to get him through. turn 12, or maybe not. But Dan, yeah, a bit of a messy lap that one, wasn't it? But back to our leader, Unforgiven, now under pressure from Stormfly, and Stormfly putting on that pressure. On those soft tyres. Oh, now Unforgiven. Oh, now he's had a moment through 130R. Drops it to 30, and he just drops it to 30. Drops it to second. That was just running it wide through 130R, wasn't it, Unforgiven? So Stormfly now is our new leader. So we've had a few leaders in this race, haven't we? There's all sorts of dramas going on in these obviously more powerful cars through this around this Suzuka circuit. Stormfly now, I think he does like to lead from the front. The Stormfly's on them soft tyres, so we'll see now. Has he got enough to be able to pull a gap on the field here? He's got his opportunity. He's got nothing ahead of him now. He's got clean out in front, and let's see if he does start to gap him. Forgiven second, keyboard still doing a fine job there, just holding it in third place, trying to keep out of all the trouble. So far so good. He's had all sorts of stuff going on around him, and he's just managed to steer clear of it all, quite literally. Knife in fourth place. Likewise, just driving his own race here. Still within touching distance of the lead of this race. Then we got Brian in fifth, with Wadru in sixth place. He's just really sitting there, isn't he? But he's got that green machine of DJ right behind him now. So mediums for DJ against the mediums of Wadru. Through Spoon they go. And Wadru gonna know now that he needs to try and clear Brian quickly, because he's got DJ right up behind him. So he needs to clear Brian as soon as possible. But it's can DJ follow Wadru through? And I think Wadru's having a go through 130R. Surely not. That would have been brave. But he's not that stupid, as DJ now has a little sniff around the outside, but again that doesn't work through Casio Triangle. But it's all snarled up a bit now, and we've got a whole train of cars. Dan's in there behind DJ, and PM and Colonel Curtin's also in 9th and 10th. So what we got from what position, from about position 5 back. Oh, PM on the outside. Colonel Curtin goes up the inside through turn 1. Did well to keep it on track there. But yeah, we've got from 5th place Brian all the way back down to 10th. This whole train of cars. Wadru now appears to just be holding them up a little bit. Brian's got away from Wadru. Looked like he was under pressure from Wadru at one point, but now Wadru's struggling to keep with him, as DJ is also, I think he just ran it a little bit wide there, because all of a sudden he's dropping back as Colonel Curtin goes up the inside of DJ, and DJ, what's the matter with him? And PM goes through. So has DJ got a problem? Did he have a problem? I think he ran it wide somewhere, you know, and it just lost his momentum. He was behind Wadru at this point, looking okay. Ah, there it is. Oh, Dan followed him out there, but DJ just seemed to lose completely his gearing through there. And all of a sudden, Colonel Curtin said, "Thank you, I'll have that." And PM said, "Yeah, well, if you're having it, I'm having it as well." And through turn 9 he goes. That drops DJ back to 9th, and now Dan having a sniff as well, up at the hairpin. So DJ losing all sorts of positions there. Space of a couple of corners. DJ just got that inside line though. And it looks like he might have a little slightly better run on PM as well, but no, not quite. PM still in 8th, but the two Porsches all over the back of this Merc. Now as Dan up the inside, and now what's he going to do? Is he going to have a go at PM through Spoon? He is going to get a tighter line, and that's a great move. Really good move through Spoon. Just got that inside line, kept it exactly on that line all the way through. Nothing PM could do. He couldn't close the door because that Porsche was there, and now it's a bit of rubbing up towards 130R. DJ can't go anywhere. They're blocking the road, these two, but Dan's through. DJ's through as well on PM through the 130R, so good respect, good driving from them lot through there. Could have been a complete disaster, could have all been facing the wrong way if that had all gone wrong. There's Matty in 11th place. As we see Keyboard in, Sai, I think Keyboard's probably the first one in now, so after what lap 5 is in, Sai's there in 11th place and Silly Shot also in. So Keyboard and Silly are both in pit lane after lap 5. We should have another driver. I think we've lost another one now, so actually we're down to 13 now. So what's happened to, we've lost another driver. So that's a retirement somewhere. Down to 13 cars now. Osman didn't make it, and we've lost another one since. But Stormflight out front. Does look like he's just pulling a bit of a gap now. He's got the fastest lap as well, 2:01.4. But soft tyres are looking a little bit worse for wear now at this point. So does he come in for a change? Does he? If he thinks he's losing too much time, it's probably the wise thing to do. What are we? We're 11.5 minutes in to this race, so mediums will be fine if he did want to change. So I think he might decide to come in here. As I say, I'm not driving it, I don't know what it feels like. It looks okay from the outside, but completely different story maybe inside that cockpit. So we'll see if he does decide that enough's enough on those softs. Unforgiven, likewise, he's probably got less, so he's definitely going to be in here. With Naif, he's looking okay in 3rd place. A good showing from him. Again, just taking it nice and easy. And if these two in front of him, well, Unforgiven, I'm pretty sure will come in. But if Stormfly comes in as well, then Naif will, well, Stormfly hasn't come in. Naif will get himself to 2nd place here. And there you go. Over the line to start lap 7. Brian Moncani in 3rd, Wadru now to 4th, Colonel Curtains in 5th. Now I think it's the first time I've covered Colonel Curtains on any of my channels. I don't know if he's a he's a relatively new driver, although I say that with a bit of caution because it's the first time I've covered him. I'm saying it because that reason only. So we'll see Wadru attacking the back of Brian Moncani now, but it could be that Colonel Curtains has been around for longer than what I think. I just haven't ever managed to cover any of his races, so if you have, apologies, but sitting there in 5th anyway. Clearly he knows how to win a race after victory in race 1. So Wadru, what's he got for Brian? Wadru managed to get himself on the podium in the end, finishing in 3rd place in race 1. But let's see how it pans out here as Colonel Curtains has a go. But oh, now that was an ambitious move up the inside. In fairness to him, he didn't actually contact with anybody. He was trying to have a go at Wadru, but Wadru kind of covered. Then he got a lot of grass on the inside. Wadru done well to actually avoid contact. But it didn't actually gain Colonel Curtains anything. In fact, lost a little bit of time there, but it was an attempt. Fortunately, it came off clean, but it hasn't improved his position. DJ in 6th place now. DJ going to chase down Colonel, Wadru and Brian. It's his next task, and there they are. PM's not far behind him in 10th. Matty in 8th place. Sai in 9th, Unforgiven. Sorry, Keyboard I should say, in 10th, then Unforgiven in 11th. These are the guys that have come in and come out. Now our leader is in, so let's have a look at, I'm going to go back to Naif and just see, because Naif's in as well. What about Brian? He's going to stay out and he's going to take the lead of this race. Wadru taking 2nd, so well, there's quite a few coming in now. Stormflight, Naif, Colonel Curtains, DJ, PM, we're all in. So Brian then, our new leader, Wadru in 2nd. Matty gets himself to 3rd place. Now these are all on medium tyres, these 3. So these have got a little bit of time before they will have to come in. And it's going to be the fuel that's going to go before the tyres here. Let's have a look at the fuels here. So, yeah, Brian's got just over a quarter. Roger's on the quarter line, and Matty just under the quarter line. So Matty's in the... he's got the least fuel at this point of the race on the mediums. So if Matty's going to be the one that's going to have to come in first, unless he does an absolute stonking job of fuel saving. But pretty pointless, I would think. No point if you've still got that soft tyre to run. We're, what, 15 minutes in, so they've got another 10 minutes left for the race, so you're going to be fine on those soft tyres. Yeah, it's just starting to flash now, his fuel, so he will be in. Wadru, Brian still fighting it out of this front of this race, though. Now, I've been in this position a long time ago, granted. This has been a long time since I've raced with Wadru, but I have been in this position before where you've got Wadru chasing you down, although there wasn't very often I was in front of him, I'll be honest, but I do remember a couple of occasions where he was chasing you down like this, and well, let's put it this way, yeah, it's a little bit of a challenge to try and keep him behind. Quite nervy as well when you've got someone like him behind you as he tries to give Brian a little bit of a stab in the back there. Oh no, and they're both in, so both them in now. Matty will definitely be in because of his fuel situation. So does that... No, Si's going to be in as well because he's got nothing. So they could then put Stormfly back into the lead. Remember, he was leading this race before he came in. He's on those medium tyres, so he's in a good place now. Stormfly will take the lead of this race as he crosses the line to start lap 9. And if I'm honest, I don't think anyone's going to see him now. He's got brand new mediums on. 17 minutes in. He's leading this race ahead of Nath in second. Though Nath is on the soft tyres, so Nath is going to give everything he's got to try and get onto the back of Stormfly. So it's probably not over until it's over, but Stormfly's in a good place, but then so too is Nath. Keyboard in third, the mediums, then Unforgiven in fourth. It being hounded by Dan in fifth, who also now has that fastest lap, so he has taken it a 2:01 dead from Dan, and he's going to go up the inside of Unforgiven here. Unforgiven just keeps it out wide, gives him plenty of space, drops down to fifth place. So Dan on those soft tyres is on a charge, so maybe Dan isn't out of this. He's got Keyboard ahead of him, but he's on medium tyres. But Dan is I think the one to watch here. There's your leaders going out of shot through turn 12. Dan is not that far behind them. So we have about 7 or 8 minutes left of this second race to go. So in a good position. Just depends how hard he pushes on those soft tyres now. Wear them out too quickly, but I think he'll be fine with what we have left time-wise. Forgiven to fifth, then we got Brian being chased down by PM, but these three, it's going to end up with a little battle through here. Unforgiven leading it at the moment, but Brian being put into the middle here. The sandwich, he's the filling, isn't he, Brian? Oh, 130R, and I thought he was going to lose it there for a sec, but actually did quite well. Keep it on track. So here we go then, 3-car battle for 5th, 6th and 7th between Unforgiven, Brian and PM. Hope you don't mind me calling him PM, but I didn't want to give him the fall because it'll take me about 5 minutes to read that one out, so I'm going to shorten it to PM. So hopefully you don't mind, because there's a new one on me as well, PM. Don't think I've ever come across him either. So we'll abbreviate these names just a little bit easier when we do the commentary, as Brian is now got past Unforgiven. Now, where did he manage that? Where is he? There he is at turn 1. Just got up the inside of Unforgiven, didn't he? I think we were watching it actually, but I wasn't actually. I was chatting about PM and wasn't really taking too much notice of that at the time. But Brian with a good move there. Gets himself to 5th, and now PM is almost trying to get up the inside of Unforgiven, and has done it round the outside actually, through the middle part of these S's. Now on towards the Degner curve as they come through Dunlop. Down towards turn 9 now. And PM gets that job done. And up to 6th place he goes. Colonel Curtin's in 8th. Maybe not going to win this race now. Colonel Curtin's not going to get a double, but Dan and there's that Keyboarder fighting it out up here as they come through. 12. Keyboard with half a second, and Dan's going to get that podium place. He was on a charge, remember, and he's going to go up through Spoon now, up the inside of the Porsche. He weren't waiting for that penalty, was he? He said, no, I want to get this job done now, and he gets it done through Spoon. Gets himself to 3rd. Dan Keyboard will pull over, take this penalty off. Brian will try and get as much slip as he possibly can, and he'll probably take 4th as well, Brian, as he goes past Keyboard now. So up to 4th he goes, but Dan is the man, and he's up to 3rd now. And what's the gap between himself and there's someone sitting in pit lane? And what's that? Is that someone with a retiring, or is that someone who's silly shot? Yeah, I think he's had enough, or is he waiting for fuel? It looks like a retirement to me. Didn't have another great start, did he? Silly shot, but it looks like he's retired from this race. So not a great round for Silly shot. So Stormfly then, but then Nath has caught him up, and he's got a fastest lap. He's into the 2 minutes now, 2:04. So the first driver to get himself into a 2-minute time. Talking of time, we are 21.5 minutes in. We've still got 4 or 5 minutes of this race left, so it's not over. Stormfly's tyres look better. If he's on those soft and he's giving it everything, he might as well go for it now with just a few minutes left. Got plenty of tread left on that, so what's he got? Can he take victory here in race 2? He's gonna absolutely go for it. Stormfly there, and he's going to try and get close to him as well to get a little bit of slip off him too, which will help not only to get that position, but also with his fuel and tyre management. So up the back straight now they go. We're going to be probably on the final lap as they cross the line here. Come up to 23 minutes, so yeah, it's going to be close. This could well be the final lap as they come across the line to start lap 12. Stormfly still leading it from Nath. Now, is he giving it everything? Has he got anything left, or is that it? Has he settled for 2nd? I think this will be the final lap. Dan there in 3rd, but he's not quite got that seal yet, has he? Because Brian is there all over him in 4th. So that 3rd place from Dan is not a given yet. Remember, this is probably the last lap for these drivers, so it certainly isn't over. Brian's fuel's just come on, so he needs this to be the final lap now. Otherwise he's going to be coming in, so I think it probably will be. So what's he got? He might as well go for it now, mightn't you? You're in a position where you can see that podium ahead of you, very close as well. Might as well just do what you've got to do and hope the opportunity comes to you. Likewise with Nath, let's just go back and check how that's going. That's about the same, so that's kind of steady. PM in 5th place, watching the battle ahead, but he's kind of okay. He's not really got any pressure. He's got Colonel Curtin's behind him, but not that close, although he's going to run it wide there. That might help Colonel Curtin get a little bit closer, but we are running out of time. Unforgiven in 7th, BJ in 8th, but Wadru in 9th behind him. Wadru in just dropping back a bit here, actually, Wadru. So has he had a moment somewhere, or the guy's just passed him? Better tyres. He didn't quite get that through Spoon right, did he? Going to go back to our leaders though, because this is going to be a close finish, because they're coming through 130R, but I think Stormfly might just have got enough to got victory here. Yeah, it does look like it. So he did get himself back out in the lead while the others were in pit lane, and he will take victory in race 2. So Stormfly is to take victory here, or is it? Oh no, this is the final lap. I thought that was the final lap. He got it just in time, and Nath. So I completely misjudged that, but Dan does get third, so that's it. So the front two is got another lap. So third for Dan, PM in fourth, Colonel Curtains in fifth. We've got Unforgiven in sixth, DJ came in seventh, Head of Roger in eighth, Keyboard in ninth. Matty will come in. Oh, Brian came in 10th, sorry. Matty in 11th. Sai come in 12th. And Silly Shot, we know, retired from the race. Sai going across. So our two leaders did get another lap in. It's not going to really make any difference. I think Nath's tyres have now gone. He's not got a lot of fuel, so he's certainly settled for second. So this will be almost kind of a rolling last lap for these lot, because neither of them got a great amount of fuel, probably not even enough to finish this lap, but so they're going to just take it very, very steady. Doesn't really matter about what happens now. Neither of them are going to be changing positions. So that is your race 2. I'm going to get straight to the point here and get to, we know that Stormfly is going to win this. So he will take victory ahead of Nath in second. Dan did get that third place, as we see. And that is going to be your race 2 from Suzuka Circuit. Just coming up the back straight now to just say thank you to Nath, by the way, for sharing these replays. Without the guys doing that, we can't obviously give you the footage. So thank you, Nath, as normal. So we see Stormfly coming through Casio Triangle now, down through 18 and 19 to cross the line to take the victory. And Nath will roll it in with no fuel in second place. And I think he'll be pretty pleased with that. So well done to Nath. So that's it then. Thank you for watching. Like I normally say, if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. And if you can share the channel as well, even if it's to one person, that'd be really appreciated. So thank you for all your support. Thank you for watching. What a great round that was. Looking forward to the next round, and I will catch up with you all soon. Bye for now.